Hello friends, this is Lakshta from Cbse French class 9th and 10th. In this video, we are going to learn Ecrivez Lettre or writing a letter topics in class 9th and 10th Cbse French exams. But this can be referred to in other exams also for writing French letters in general. So let's start. First of all, we'll start by learning the format. The general word limit that comes in board exams and class 9th and 10th exams is 75 to 80 words. So you can in general write 70 to 83 words. That includes plus minus 3 words. Okay. So first on the first line you have to write the place and the date on the right side. So as you have written Delhi, you can write the place where you're giving the exam and the date. So I have written le 17 le 17 March 2021. Le 17 March 2021. Okay. Then we have to write share ABC in the next line with a comma. Please remember that no line is to be left here, but here it is looking that we have to leave a line because of the shift button in the keyboard, but you have to leave no line here. Then without leaving a line here also you have to start from the left side. Como va tu? How are you? Then you can write an introduction sentence as per the topic. We'll discuss the introductory sentence in the topics that we'll discuss. Then, without leaving a line, we'll write para 2 in the main content. In general, you have to write 3, 4, 5 lines in this paragraph so as to remain within the word limit. Then, in the last paragraph, you have to write écrit moi and write about the topic. So, right, for example, if you are describing your favorite dish, you can write in the last line écrit moi the plat favorite aussi. Describe me your favorite dish also. Okay, so that ends on a good note. Then in the second last line, you have to write abientot in the middle, and in the last line, you have to write the salutation that is bees and XYZ. And no line is to be left here also. No line to be left here, no line to be left in here. So you have to leave no line anywhere. Okay, so this was the general format. See, in your school, the teachers can give you a slightly different format, but that doesn't really matter. This format is also perfectly fine, and this is the general format followed in the CBSE board exams for class 10. So this format is also fine, and your teachers can give you a slightly different format that is also fine. So now let's take a look at some common tips to solve letters. Now, common tips. No line is to be left after Delhi. After Delhi means no line is to be left after the place and the date, as we discussed while discussing the format. Como allez-vous if writing to a group? Here we are writing Como vas-tu, but you can write Como allez-vous if writing to a group. That would be given to you in the question, like write a letter to your friend or write a letter to your friend. So you have to write accordingly. Share if writing to a girl, right? We have written share ABC, but you can write share if writing to a girl. Okay, this share. No line to be left. Try to end paragraph before end of line. So as we have discussed, no line is to be left after the paragraphs also. So you should always try to end the paragraph before the end of line so that a different paragraph is evident. Oplu compulsory to use. Oplu is a very good connector that you can use in your letters, as that will enrich your vocabulary in the letters and it will make your letters nice to read. Examples, connectors, and grammar. You have to use throughout your letters examples, connectors, and grammar so that your letter is nice to read and it forms a good impression in the minds of teacher. 70 to 83 words, as you discussed, is the general word limit of board exams. And to increase word limit, give examples. Now we are discussing of tips to increase word. Now, for example, if you're writing Je goûté les plats français, like you're describing what you did in Paris, so you can write I tasted the French dishes comme la salade niçoise. See, now here I have given the example of salade niçoise just to increase words. So I have written la salade niçoise. Now in the second sentence I am writing I visited the monuments. J'ai visité les monuments comme la Tour Eiffel. See, I'm now giving examples and Notre Dame. These are some general tips to increase words. So you can start giving examples when you are short of words. Now let's study some examples of letter. Now this is a very important topic that generally comes in board exam. That is écrivez une lettre à votre ami lui racontant un voyage que tu as fait pendant les vacances. Write a letter to your friend describing him or trip that you took during the vacations. So let's start. Now, as per the format, we have written place and the date on the right side. So Delhi 17 March 2021. Now, on the left side, you have written share ABC. Now, friends, one thing you should remember is that while giving boards exam, you should always not write names and prefer to write ABC and XYZ in the names. Okay, so as I have written now, as I told you, no line is to be left here and no line is to be left here also. So, como va tu? How are you? Les vacances nous donnent beaucoup de mémoires, alors cette fois-ci, je vais te décrire comment j'ai passé mes vacances. So, how are you? Now I have to write an introductory sentence. So, see what sentence I have written. The vacations gave us a lot of memories. So this time I am going to describe to you how I spent my vacations. So I have to describe what I did in my vacation. So I'm writing I am going to describe to you how I spent my vacations. So no line is to be left here, and now we are starting the main paragraph. I spent them with my family at Paris. I went there by plane. In plane, I saw the countryside par le hublot. Le hublot, friends, it means the windows in the plane. Au plus, j'ai visité les beaux monuments, les musées magnifiques. So I have written au plus as I told you in the tip. And I'm saying au plus, I visited the beautiful monuments and the magnificent museums. J'ai fait du shopping pour mes cousines comme les parfums. I did some shopping for my cousins like the perfumes. Je me suis beaucoup amusé. I enjoyed myself a lot. So no line is to be left here, and now we are writing the third paragraph. Écris-moi de tes vacances aussi. Now I'm writing describe me of your vacations also. Write me of your write me of your vacations also. So I have taken this from the topic. Write me of your vacations also. So now we have written abiento as per the format. And at the right side I have written B's XYZ. Okay. So this is a perfect letter, and you can use this in your exams also. And this is a very important topic that usually comes in board exams. Now, let's move to the next topic. Now, write a letter to your friend speaking to him of the system educative of France. Well, write a letter to your friend speaking to him about the French education system. This is also very important topic that usually comes. So let's start. As per the format, we have written name, a date, and the place. Now, without leaving a line, you have to write share ABC, dear ABC, como va tu? How are you? Comme tu as obtenu la bourse pour étudier en France, je vais te décrire son système de l'éducation. Since you have obtained the scholarship for studying in France, I am describing to you its system education. So, see, this is a nice introductory sentence, and you can use that. En France, les efforts entrés à l'école maternelle à 2 ans et à l'école primaire à 6 ans. So in France, the students enter in the maternal school at 2 years and at the primary school at 6 years. Ils s'inscrivent au collège à 11 ans. À 11 ans, so they register at the college or at 11 years. So here what we can do as a good technique is that instead of just using the word entree, we can use other verb also, like here we have used el se inscrivo, and we can also use wo, that is to go. So we can use some other words also just to make the letter more interesting and not monotonous. Now, quando ils y auront obtenu le brevet, ils entrent au lycée et obtiendront le bac. When they will have obtained the brevet there, they will enter at the lycée and will obtain the baccalaureate. So also, just to enrich vocabulary, we have used the quant plus future anterior and then the future verbs. Finalement, ils vont à la university. Finally, they go to the university. Now, third paragraph without leaving a line. Écris-moi le système de l'éducation de ton pays. Now, write me the system of the education of your country. Abiento bis XYZ. So, friends, these were some few tips to write letters in French. We have also discussed important letter writing topics that come in board exam, you can refer these letters that I have given for your exams preparation. Don't Please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching this video.